welcome back to my channel. I have decided that I am going to create a bit of a video log, both for myself and for anyone who cares to follow as I navigate this current health journey. And today I am going to be sharing my recent adventure that actually includes an opportunity to talk about the importance of knowing how to effectively navigate with health professionals. So yesterday I posted two short videos and I was talking about how the decision-making process went as to which medications to try to help with this current flare. Today, I was finally able to pick up those prescriptions that my rheumatologist prescribed last week. And it's brought up this opportunity to share this story. I mentioned that there was a hiccup, shall we say, with the pharmacy not receiving any notification of my prescriptions. So when I found that out on Friday morning, when I went to pick them up, I called my doctor's office and I left a detailed message to let them know that the pharmacy hadn't received the order. I let them know which two medications they were for. And I recall I was being super nice as always, and actually even entered the message saying, "Thank you. I appreciate your help with this." And I waited all day to allow for the office to communicate with the pharmacy. This message was left around 11 a.m. It was definitely before noon. I remember that. And so I figured that, allow them the time to process that. So at 7 p.m. on Friday night, I called in to get that order filled. No, nothing new. The pharmacy had no record of it whatsoever. So here is where the advocacy part comes in. And here is where just the wisdom and the experience of sort of dealing with this sort of thing, and also knowing that this situation requires me to do what I call being in the driver's seat. And I want to control this situation from here on in, because it's not going as as it's supposed to, which is supposed to be a very smooth and simple process. So this is where, instead of reacting or responding in any sort of investigative or accusatory way, I listened to my intuition and followed through with basically a knowing that I instantly knew. It instantly came to me of how I should respond and why. So at that instant, I decided that I would not make any other messages or inquiries, but I would rather show up in person at my rheumatologist's office at Monday morning at the start of business. And I'm going to share with you why I did this and how it ended up 100% being the right move. So there's many ways I could have chosen to respond to this, but I went in person. And I did so for a couple of reasons. First of all, I wanted the quickest solution, no more waiting around. I wanted to get a physical prescription in my hand so that I could actually then walk it into the pharmacy and get my meds as soon as I could today. And that's advocating for my physical health. The second reason is that I did have a strong feeling that there was an issue within the office. Not only is it highly unusual for them to drop the ball like this, but it was important for me to have an immediate resolution and for it to be really clear and have all parties treat each other with the professionalism and the same levels of communication and respect that we have for the past 5 years. So when I advocate, when I do this, I set the tone, and what is the outcome that you want to have. And I am always making sure I am friendly, polite. It is a business transaction, and I get to the point with zero drama and move right to resolution. They said that the doctor, I was there first thing as they opened right at 9 a.m. They said that she would be arriving soon and they would have them done up for me and that I could wait. I said that I'd be happy to wait in my car and they could phone me when that was ready. And I did actually see in the parking lot when she arrived, and you guys, within 10 minutes, I had them in my hand. So yes, this was a very, very, very good thing that I did. And, could have phoning the doctor's office first thing in the morning had the same outcome, as in if I phoned and brought it to their attention again that I still needed those prescriptions. Could they have called the pharmacy right away and got that? I could have gotten the prescriptions at the same time. I sure could have. Yeah, that could have been the outcome, and it would have saved the fuel and time. However, this is another area of advocacy that I think is really important. It's sort of a teaching opportunity, and it is also a way to restore mental health and a, a better sense of customer service, shall we say, in dealing with the relationships between patients and healthcare providers. So let's imagine the scenario. If I had chosen to trust that the message that I left on Friday didn't get action till the end of the day, so it was really reasonable that it would have been actioned Monday morning. So just I've left my message, I've done my part. I don't want to be a pest, I don't want to be badgering or bringing things to anyone's attention. So it would have been really reasonable for me to just hope and wait for that text to come in. Or how long would it have been until I'm phoning the pharmacy and they again say there's nothing for me? Because and then I would have been agitated and irritated, because what happened when I walked in the office, you guys? They had nothing in my file. Nothing whatsoever. So I would have been waiting. Instead, I went there and I dealt with the situation with, again, courtesy and professionalism. I got the end result, and it saved a lot of frustration on my part and their part. And it also allowed me to show up in person in a way that is standing up for advocating for my own personal rights, for healthcare, and for being treated in a timely fashion to get my medications, to if they didn't get a chance to give me a courtesy message on Friday. There's so many things that could have happened. The shock and surprise and the looks on the faces when they actually saw me not only show up in person, but to show up and treat the whole situation in such a normal, happy, and respectful way. I think it kind of caught them off guard. The eyeballs that I saw when I mentioned that I did leave the message, it was kind of um, over there in the corner, like, don't look at me, don't look at me, don't call me out. No, did not do that. Just wanted a resolution, and I got it. So that is sort of an example of personal advocacy 101. Recognize that if you kind of get the feeling that something is not right, then don't just hope and wait that the powers that be will get it all connected. I am not saying that there is any intentional reason whatsoever why any of this, in any situation, mine or otherwise, would have happened. I just knew that if I had waited, it would have been a longer process. So knowing for that and feeling confident to be able to stand up and make the inquiry. I remember I used to listen to a radio psychologist, in a line that she used to say, it was Dr. Joy Brown, I believe, and she would always say, when you're approaching a situation, be curious, not furious. And I think that is a really good thing to keep in mind when you are advocating. Do advocate for yourself. Do advocate for the things that you know are right when it comes comes to our personal health, well-being, mind, body, and soul. Okay, thanks for listening. This saves my old hands from having to write it out. I can put my log of my journey right here for us all to learn from, myself included. So thanks for allowing me to share that with you today. And until next time, as always, I am wishing you wellness. Bye-bye.